Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yay, yay, yay. I was just doing some pictures. And there's Penny. How are you doing? And there's Maureen. Awesome. Oh, I got something. Something drawn on my. Here we go. I was just doing my new jewelry pictures.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll show you. Except I deleted the blooper ones already.
well, those are the fun ones.
Yeah, I should save them in a separate folder and just do a reel of the bloopers.
Yep.
Suppose that's a good idea.
Oh, and I wanted to thank you for my door prize. I don't know if you can see them. I got
Oh,
one of the
nice.
earrings
Those
on,
match your shirt.
and it also matches my new purse.
Nice. Oh,
Oh,
those are nice. That's awesome.
yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah, this set, these are the sunglasses that went with the convention stuff. Hi, Penny.
Hi,
And
Lisa. Hi, Maureen.
Hey
How are you
there.
guys?
this set that I'm wearing is, of course, my new favorite set. It's the in 14. It just came out. Where is it? Why didn't it have there? This set's in
That's pretty.
14 with the ring. Here, I get the whole thing. Of course, it's blue. Right, I'm wearing it to the store today. I gotta go to the store. But the one I was surprised I liked was this ring. I could put on the other hand. That's
Oh,
kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised about that. I didn't think the couple of the things I didn't think I was gonna like and ended up liking. So yay. I got red lipstick. Yeah. So after we're done, I've got to do a bunch of errands because tomorrow's Yonkers.
Mars Yonkers.
It's actually making me get more stuff done because I'm not here when well, not anymore usually here. So I know I have to get as much work done as I used to get done in all those days. So I'm
Right.
getting more done every day. Yeah, it's crazy. So, well, you know how it is when you're traveling somewhere and you get more done the couple days right before, except that's happening every week. So
Right.
you're right. Oh, yeah. Bless his heart, though. I usually bring some stuff down with me, groceries, because it's cheaper up here for starters. And I have a cooler bag, and bless his heart, he asked me for a frozen pizza, and I'm like, I'm not sure that's fitting in the cooler bag. I got a big cooler bag, but it's not that kind of big, you know. You're young with the pizzas.
Yeah.
That ain't in 5 hours. It's unthawing, so that's a no go. And it needs to fit in the cooler bag,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
right? So, yeah, funny. It doesn't bother me when he does it, but when the kid gives me a list of stuff and I have to scavenger hunt this grocery store. And the kids stuff is always like organic chickpeas or some wild that I that I would never buy normally. Right. That irritates the crap out of me. But of course, when Ty does it, I'm like, oh, isn't that cute what he sends me? What does he want for Jaden? I think, oh, cheese-filled hot dogs. I didn't even know that was a thing. And I'm like, sure, I'll get those for you. It's funny how one person can, yeah. But anyway,
Yep.
so so
So
I put as the thing, yes, go right ahead.
I had a cool thought. Back to school is starting, and here it starts in August. So I went to Chat GPT and I had me write a back to school Mad Libs.
Oh, nice.
And then I copied it and put it on the back of one of the postcards.
Uh-huh.
I'm mailing it to myself because I had to shrink it down to make it
Yeah,
fit on not one of the postcards, one of the flat cards.
yeah.
I'm gonna mail it to myself to make sure it looks okay, that it can be read. Um, and then I'm gonna mail it to my grandson.
Oh, nice.
So
Well,
that's something I was thinking about the other day was you know, more kid maybe coming up with some ideas for more kids stuff. Like you could do Chat GPT for their birthday, do a Mad Libs for their birthday,
Mhm.
or Thanksgiving, or Easter, or something like that.
So how did you phrase the question in Chat GPT?
Um, let me tell you, hold on. Oh, hopefully. Okay, there you are. I said, oh, you can't see me anymore.
I can see you.
Okay, I said, please write a short Mad Libs going back to school. And it said, sure, there's a short Mad Lib story about going back to school. And because I didn't say boy or girl, it did the he, she, him, her, so we could just change it to put the kid's
Oh
name in
yeah,
it.
yeah.
On the first day of school, name woke up feeling adjective. He, she quickly got dressed in his, her favorite color clothing item and ate an adjective breakfast of food, grabbing his, her adjective backpack. Name headed out the door. At school, Name saw his, her best friend, friend's name, who looked adjective in a new clothing item. They walked to their classroom and were greeted by their adjective teacher, Mr. and Mrs. Teacher's name. The classroom was decorated with color, plural noun, and adjective posters. The first lesson was about subject, which was adjective and adjective. During recess, they played game and ate food. Name was so adjective to be back at school, learning and having fun with friends. At the end of the day, Name couldn't wait to tell his, her family about the adjective day he, she had. The school year was going to be adjective.
So not everybody knows what an ad lib is. So why don't you say what that is?
Well, to me, there you are. A Mad Lib is, it's kind of like a fill in the blank. And you can, you use the clues that they give you, like noun, person,
So they put
adjective,
it under,
color.
they put a line and underneath it, they put noun or whatever.
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
So they draw a blank, it's a blank line, and then underneath it, they tell you what they want you to put there, and you put whatever you want. And then you read them, and they're so funny because even what you put in there doesn't always match the story.
So you're able, once you asked for that, you were able to do a screenshot and get it as a JPEG or PNG.
I copied and pasted,
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
but then I had to shrink it down because it didn't fit. So I had to shrink
Right.
it down, and then I changed the font to make it fit even better. I think I had to bring it down to 14 or 15
Mm-hmm.
to get it to fit.
Awesome.
And like I said, I'm mailing it to myself first to see if it's readable and how it looks.
Oh, that's a great idea for other stuff too, because we've done word finds, crossword puzzle stuff, and I hadn't thought of doing ad libs. That's a good idea. Oh,
Yep,
awesome.
they're called Mad Libs.
Mad libs. What was I saying? Ad libs.
Ad.
Mad libs.
Yeah. So I just thought that would be fun. And it's a learning thing because you're asking them to think, to use an adjective, to use a noun, to use a verb, to use, so it's also kind of like a learning thing, but they don't realize they're learning because they're having fun doing it.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Deanna. Hey. Good to see you. Or not. You're not saying anything, but that's all right. I'm glad you're here. Who did send me this? I think I might have. Who is this one? This is from Kathy Drabinski, and it was Born to Sparkle. And it talks about John Hancock didn't become known as an American hero until he signed the Declaration of Independence. His famously signed, I read something else about the Declaration of Independence. All them men that came up with all that stuff were in their 30s.
Wow.
Or, I mean, it looked like it. They all were, they weren't very old. But then again, back in the 1700s, you didn't live very long. So I
No.
suppose you'd get wiser earlier, I guess. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Right. I can't imagine 30-year-olds now running or coming up with
Yeah,
stuff that lasts
exactly.
200 years. But anyway, but this was a cute card she sent. And evidently, let me see what this does. I didn't do it. This scan, it says scan me, she came up with, and it's Johnny Cash, the rugged old flag. Let me see if that's what happens is you get a video or a song must be, because Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, and she's using the one QR. Yes, it went to YouTube. Yes, it's a song. Johnny Cash, Ragged Old Flag. That's awesome. That's a cool way to do it. That's on the back of the card. So
That
she
is
sent
cool.
these out probably 4th of July, for 4th of July.
Yes, probably.
That is awesome. And
Yeah.
of course I got half dozen of these.
Oh, yes. You can put one in every room.
I know. I got one on my mirror upstairs, right? This was from Scott. He wrote blue hair, blue background because the blue. I thought that was cute. And I sent one of that picture to Ty. It was funny. Um, and this was you guys. I think I might have showed this already. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Oh, that's wrong. That is a dad joke.
That is a dad joke.
Right there. I don't know if you saw, I've got if you haven't found my special customer super secret group yet, that is the other stuff I represent outside of my regular company. The core company is what I call the one I earn the most money with, is offended by people mixing. So you have to keep it totally separate. So I have a separate group. If you're not in it yet, I just say something, I'll add you. And I talk about the other stuff I represent. So lately I've been putting about the Hempworks coffee in there, and I had already done this card series a while back. So I just got it out again. It was a campaign and SendOutCards. So a bunch of people don't realize that they're going to get the other cards. I've seen a couple people, like 20 people asked me for samples. Some of them posted that they got them already and they got the first card. So they show the first card in the post. They're not realizing they're going to get the other two cards because I set it up to do a week apart. And this was one of the first times, and I did these, I don't know, a couple years ago. But that's what I like. One of those things about SendOutCards is I can just go look back through old ones that I've already done the work for. I didn't have to create this again. I already did this work.
Mm.
So I could just use it again.
Yeah.
The coffee didn't change. It's the same as when it came out. So this one just says, of course, my URL, it just says I grabbed this off of their site back when they introduced it. And it says, thank you for requesting a coffee sample. Uh, by the time you receive this card, I hope by the time you receive the card, it has arrived. And then the second card, this was one of the first times I used all the tricks that we talk about. It says creative ways to use CBD. At the time that they launched that coffee, people were putting recipes up on how to use it. So I saved them. This is one, and this is one, and they're iced whipped coffee and what's this one? A coffee peanut butter smoothie.
Mm.
So when you see something launch in your company, save the stuff and make a campaign out of it because just because it launched 2 years ago, they still sell it.
Yeah.
So I could do another promotion for it. And this is a coffee color page. I just Google searched the words coffee color page and found a bunch of them. This one I liked, and I did a screenshot. And then on the back here, it says, thought you might like color, a couple recipes and a mini color page. Enjoy. And I got this graphic, just Google searching coffee. And then the last card, I'm not sure I've got these in the right order. I got a feeling this is card 3 because we went flat card, 2-panel, 3-panel. I think that's how I did it. But anyway, this is the 2-panel. And this one was, did you know that coffee is the most popular hot beverage in the world? I Google searched coffee trivia, and that's where I got that from. And this was just coffee graphic. I Google searched. And then I did the coffee word search. That's what made me think of this. It's just one of the tricks in our bag, right? And then on the other side, it says, hope you enjoyed your coffee samples, thought you might get a kick out of this word search. And I used words from their own site to do the thing with. I just took a bunch of words out of the company's own site that they were using to describe the coffee. So this would work for other stuff like a face cream or earrings or whatever your company reps, right? So that's something. So they're not only going to get the samples, but they're going to get reminded they need to buy some from me
Yeah.
every week for for 3 weeks total. So they get the samples separate. Those didn't come in the envelope because you can't do that. So I sent the samples from here. And then I went in that day. And I don't know how you do stuff like that, but of course I keep it in my notebook so that I can follow up with them. Let's see here. I'll show you what I did. It was a few days ago. Oh, here. So here's my list of people that asked me for samples. And then the topics up here that I check off and put the date are I have a group in SendOutCards for everything. And one of the groups is HempWorks prospects, people that have asked me for either samples or information, but they probably haven't bought from me yet. And then I add, so this says add them to that group. And why that's important is when I'm doing those one a day, a card a day, I can print off, I can go get that group, send it to Excel and print it off so I can send them a card down the road about HempWorks. Because that one time they asked me about it or they showed an interest or something. That's how they got in the group. And then this is the date that I sent the sample. And then this is the date that I sent the campaign of the 3 cards. And I do this so I don't miss people. And even doing this, I sent somebody two samples. I only had I only had to keep track of 20, and I sent somebody two.
Mm.
Yeah, so I highly suggest making a list for yourself so you don't think you're gonna off the top of your head keep track of it. But I like using SendOutCards for that. Go ahead, Maureen.
Um, Look what I found.
Mm. Oh, I love that. I can't find mine. Ah, how'd you get so many? I think I'm gonna bring. I gotta not forget where it is. You know Madupe. Uh,
Um,
um,
I don't know her personally, but
she brought me this. She always brings me these wicked awesome things when she goes
that's
back home.
beautiful.
Isn't that awesome? And it folds flat too, like this.
Oh,
And she brought me she not just me, but me and a few other of her friends at the Avon convention last year. So I want to bring this with me because boy, that came in handy in Texas. Those ones.
yeah.
Yeah. This oh yeah, absolutely.
Um,
I should bring that with me tomorrow. He doesn't have AC.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how I got all these.
You're light fingered. Maureen, you're
Yeah,
light fingered. Just face it.
yeah, kind of like how I got all of these sparkle like a boss necklaces. They say beauty boss.
Oh,
I have a
they might have
ton
been
of
on sale
them.
or something, right?
Huh?
They might have been selling them or something.
No, I somehow I got these at the San Antonio convention.
Oh,
I got a bunch of them. The other thing I got a bunch of too, and I'm not quite sure how I did it, was the ring light
oh,
for the phone.
oh, that's neat.
Yeah, I got a bunch of these too, and I'm not honestly not sure how I found them.
Yeah.
I do remember there was a table on one of the floors, and the lady that was standing there, she's like, nobody's come by. She goes, the whole convention, nobody's come by. So take what you want. And I took like 3 bags, but by the time we got back to the car, I had like 12 bags. So I
Yeah.
think hubby put them in the
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
yeah. So yeah, I have all this stuff. So when and if I ever get a team, I have gifts.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice. Yeah, the things come in handy there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are yeah.
Yeah, those come in handy. So let's talk about the thank you card thing because the convention where you got those traveling and going to something is the perfect time to think about who you need to thank when you get home afterward. I think because there's gonna be people either, let's say somebody gave you a ride to the airport, thank you card, or somebody, excuse me, gave you extra good service that you, even somebody that, excuse me, working at the airport, keep your notebook with you, and they wear name badges. And even if you can't find out what their last name is, you can send something. You could send it to Susie that works at the Southwest check-in desk, because there won't be many Susies that work at that, you know what I mean? Chances are that she would be able to get it.
Mhm.
And if you send it to the airport, that would work. I've done that before for stuff. And you know, I did it for as a taxi driver. Thanked him for being so good. They had waters and everything. And the taxi company I sent it to, and I didn't only but have his first name, and he got it. So it,
And I sent one when because I haven't been to convention since San Antonio. I sent one to the people that were renting the scooters, the mobile scooters. I sent one of them, a thank you to them. And there was a restaurant down on the river walk. We wanted to go in there for dinner one night, and they were short staffed and they wouldn't serve us. And him and I were walking up and down the river walk, and I walked by this one place and there was a bunch of people standing outside. And I did not realize that the manager of that restaurant was standing out there. So as we're walking by, he says, "Where do you want to go to eat?" I said, "I don't know, but we're not going to go back to that place ever again because they turned us away." Well, the manager heard that, and he stopped us and he talked to us about it. And he invited us down the next morning or the next afternoon for lunch. So we go down for lunch. They rolled out the red carpet for us and then didn't charge us for lunch.
wow. Why did he say
So,
they turned you away to start with?
because they were short staffed and they didn't realize, number one, we were staying in the hotel, and number two, we were with the convention
Oh,
because they were supposed to let those in if we were with the hotel and in the convention. Because it was part of the Hilton, but it was
yeah.
underneath. So anyway, long story short, I took a picture of the special dessert that they made for us, and I sent him a thank you card.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
because I just wanted him to know that I appreciated that, because it was just a fluke that he overheard me saying,
Yeah.
"We're never going back to that place again."
That's probably why he's the manager, because he wasn't going to let that go by. He was going to be like, oh no, because he could
And
have just ignored it because you're not from there.
right.
That
And
was
he
smart.
even came in on his day off,
Oh,
because come to
nice.
find out, he had told them, "When they come in, you call me. You call me and let me know they're here." He came in on his day off to make sure that everything was okay. And there was the one dessert that they had for us, the churros with the pink sauce. But then the kitchen made us another special dessert that they wanted to put on the menu, and he asked us if we wanted to try it. So they really went above and beyond, and we were willing to pay. We were going to pay for it. But he was like, "Nope, it's our treat.
Well,
We
that's
don't want you to leave."
awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was really
And
nice. So I
that's
said,
smart customer service. That's very smart. Yeah,
exactly. And I
awesome.
think about that all the time. I think about that restaurant all the time, you know,
I
and
just
I
think he probably doesn't get thank you cards hardly ever. So not only are you thinking about him, but he's thinking about you guys,
yeah.
because you know, we're thankful. Hey Joanne, how are you? She's probably doing a booth or
I
something.
am good.
You're good?
Doing good. Yeah, doing good. Finally remembered. I looked at the clock. I was like, "Oh shoot. That's today."
Well, I'm glad you came on.
Thank you.
Oh, and here's Robin. I'm going to see Robin next week. You are not going to believe this. Robin's coming to my house next week.
Wow.
Hey, Robin. Oh, we're going out to lunch.
That'll be fun.
Yay! I never thought I'd see you next week. That's awesome. Oop, you're on mute. Oh, wait. You're on mute. And you're also awesome.
Awesome.
Now, can you hear me?
Yes.
Looking forward to seeing you. Just not looking forward to the heat wave y'all are going to have.
Oh, well, I'll tell you this. Okay, this is the interesting my friend well, I like saying boyfriend, my boyfriend. My boyfriend down in Yonkers, he doesn't have AC
Oh God.
and it's 10 degrees hotter than here. So he's usually like right now I'm 90, he's almost 100. He's 96 or something like that down
Oh
there.
man. You have
It
air
is,
there?
I'm sorry?
You have air?
I do. I have
Okay.
air at my house. I had my house built for me.
Right, right.
Most of my neighbors do not have air. This is an
Oh,
unusual situation. They're all huddled around their window air conditioning if they've got one. A lot of people don't even have air conditionings at all because in New
no.
Hampshire, maybe there's uh, not even 3 weeks of
Yeah.
hot, and that they're not all in a row. So that's very unusual here. But
We
anyway,
moved to California 30 years ago, and we just put air conditioning in last summer because we live
wow.
right on the bay.
So
So,
you
I
don't get
mean,
that
it
hot?
cools down at night. We open everything up. We
Mm-hmm.
had all the doors and windows replaced in this place. And then in the daytime, you just close everything up and it stays nice and cool. But
Wow.
like you said, it used to be we only had like 1 week out of the year that it didn't cool off at night. But lately it's been, last, I don't know how many years it's been more than that. So we took the plunge last summer and put it in. And I'm so glad we did.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it's nice. I go down there every weekend and we got I brought a couple box fans already. We've got like 5 box fans down there. It's not that bad with the box fan, but it's not like here.
It's still not good.
No,
Mm-mm.
and yeah, when I was driving home last week, I realized I had a spiritual awakening at the sweat lodge, is what it felt like. Right? It's like,
Remember, I used to live in New York.
oh yeah, it's
I
yeah,
lived
it's hot.
upstate, but I also lived on Long Island for a couple of years too. And it's hot, it's humid. You're in the
Yeah, I was
Northeast.
surprised. I guess I didn't ever think of New York as a hot state
Yeah,
because it's still in the north kind of compared to everything else, but it is hotter than here.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, yeah.
but
A
anyway,
lot of
that's
people, a lot of people around here, they have swamp coolers. They have these big coolers on their roof, and it's supposed to cool everything down. But when it gets, I think it's over 90, they don't work.
Is it air conditioning or
No, it's like
fans or
it's water. It's something to do with water. I don't
oh,
have one on my house, so
condensation
I'm not
or
sure. But it's
huh?
called a swamp cooler. And
oh.
but we have AC. The house came with AC.
Where
So
where are you at?
I'm in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't get humid there though, right?
Very rarely. It only usually gets humid if we're expecting rain.
Oh yeah, here
Oh,
that's
I've been there when
probably the
it's been
problem.
115 and it's hot.
It's hot.
Yeah, because the
Yeah.
humidity here, I think, is the oh good, the dog's gonna start barking. That's awesome. I love that.
Uh, actually,
Uh,
it's kind of cool today. It's right now it's 10:30 here and it's 106 right now.
whoa.
Whoa.
No, I'm not. Yeah, we're nowhere near that.
We're
It's
just getting on
88,
72.
88
Mm,
in Ware, and oh no, it's 88 in Yonkers. How'd that happen? He's usually 10
Yeah,
degrees
we're
hotter.
3 hours behind you guys, so
yeah.
Yeah, he's
down
usually
east.
3 hour. I mean, he's usually hotter by 10 degrees, and we're the same right at this instant.
Yeah.
So
And
anyway,
today it's supposed to get up to 117 today.
whoa,
And our humidity
whoa,
is 6%.
wow, 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 wow.
Yeah.
So one of I'm sure you've seen me do this before. We're going to do an espionage here in a second, but my thank you notes now for my core business, what I do is, I'll just say it quickly because you guys have seen me do them before, but I get an email from the company saying I got an order. I go onto the company website and look under order history and see what they bought. Now I go back and grab a couple pictures of what they bought off of the company site if I don't already have them. I
I've gotten
put
those
those.
cards.
Have you? Did you?
Mhm.
What did you think of having the product that you bought on the front? Is that something that was like,
It
oh,
was
it's my,
cool.
oh, yeah. Okay, I think when people open them, I think they don't know, if they don't know about send out cards, right? They're thinking, wow, she put what I actually bought on the front. I've had people say that anyway. So I put that on the front, but then on the inside back, I usually put a whole bunch of things they've never bought from me so that they, oh, look, they carry that too. And then I write something personal on the other uh, panel. But
Mhm.
and then I delete it out of my email. So that's how I know I've done them or not. So, and if you think about it, that would work for any company. You just grab the product name. On send out cards, we can also, if you're using one picture on the front like that, you can write thank you on there. You can add text to the front of the card only.
Right.
That you can't add it on any other panel. But if not all of the layouts, but a single picture, you can add it. So I often do that too as I save. You'll notice in our send out cards Facebook group, I post pictures of flowers a lot. And you can put one of those on the front, write thank you in text, add thank you, and then change the color of that to white so that it will show against the flower. So your card says thank you, and it's actually a flower on the front. So you could do that with any of the products too, right? Thank you. But just so you know, hopefully that's something some people didn't know that you can add a text block on the front. Just one, but
Mhm.
you can when it's a full picture. Well, let's go do an espionage if you don't mind before we get too far gone here. Yeah, when we're done, I got a whole list of stuff I gotta do before I go sleep tonight, which I gotta go to sleep at like 6. No, I have to wait till after Jeff's show tonight. So it's 8, 7:30. Oh
Why so
no, even
early?
well, not only that, but Connie and Kenny are coming to see somebody for the play, so I've got to stay up till 8. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, espionage. Okay. Uh, espionage. Here we go. We want to go to the main page. Let's see who's going to post a nice picture that we could use. Come on, squirrels. I want to see some pictures. Yay. Come on, squirrels.
Mm.
Run, squirrel, run, run. Oh, no, not that one. Awesome. That's awesome. I went on my Avon group last night. I unboxed my jewelry and I didn't do hair or makeup or anything. I look like I look like I just come in from mowing the lawn, which I don't do, by the way. Oh, that's funny. Okay, oh, wait a minute. Who's this? No, that's an ad. That's not somebody I know. Come on, pictures. Let's have a nice picture of somebody. Oh,
There
here.
must be some in there.
Yeah, as I say, that's not somebody I know. That's an ad. Oh, look at the cat. That's cute. They're putting more group stuff than the pictures individually.
Mhm.
Well, we could do this a different way. Oh, there's Scola. I haven't sent Scola one in a while, so let's look at Scola's page. That also works for me if I'm scrolling and they don't have a picture, but I'm like,
That
oh, you know what?
Slurpee looks so good.
The what?
I said that looks so good. The Slurpee.
Oh, the Slurpee. Yeah. Okay, let's see what she's been posting lately because I want something lately. Oh, the dog one. That would be a good one. Oh, except it's kind of blurry. Oh, let's see. Although she probably won't care. She likes the dog so much. Let's see. Or wait, this is not the best of pictures, but that's cute. Let's do that one. Okay. There's save. So I'm saving that in my download file. Then I'm going to go to send out cards, which is in Google. And I'm gonna, ooh, I'm all into this chart thing. Did you? Yeah, it's like gamifying my 10 a day. See, I make sure I do 10 a day. I saved a couple, one for right now. But I do 10 a day in general. Okay, So let's put that right on the front. We'll send her a flat card of it because that's a cute flat card. If I'm going too fast, make sure you say something, although all of you guys have done this plenty. But I know other people watch it, so I want to make sure we do at least one. Yay. And then we're going to put that picture. So you do upload. See all the flowers? I'll put a flower on the back to show you. But we're going to do this one. Yay. Was that everybody in the picture?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it was. So I can leave it bigger. And then just, I want to not cut her head off so much. You can move it. And then I'll just put something in the back. What would be a good, oh, that's kind of, how about that? There we go. And then go on the back. And let's do a where I can put a flower in the top. And I'll just put, oh, look at that. I think that's a pretty one.
I like that one.
Something I found on Facebook. So much fun and shenanigans. Oh, learn to spell shenanigans. That's not right either. Is that shenanigans? Is that shenanigans? So much fun and shenanigans. Oh, I'm gonna put Mr. and Mrs. Bearded Hobo, because that's what I call Mullins, the bearded hobo. Because he looks like a bearded hobo when he doesn't shave. Okay, that's bad. Okay. But she'll laugh when she reads it. Okay, here we go. So I did my own font. I'll make it a teensy bit bigger because I got room to fill. And then the background, I'll just add it because look at how good that would look. Look at it matches
Oh,
the flower
that
tip.
looks nice.
Isn't that cute? And then so
Yeah.
that's the front. This is the back, and this is an espionage. So it's a quick and dirty. Quick and dirty. Don't you like just saying it? Quick and dirty. Oh, Robin, I want to have clams when we go up to Putnam's next week. I haven't had
You can have clams as long as there's something else for me to eat.
there. Well, you said seafood. Do you like shrimp? They have
I don't
haddock.
like clams, so yeah, but I do like other seafood.
Oh, what do you like?
Fish, shrimp, lobster, just
They
not
have all of
clams.
that. They have
Okay,
a really good lobster casserole there that you
Ooh,
might want, or they have clams, they have scallops, they have haddock. I know
scallops,
they have
haddock,
all of
yeah.
those
Oh,
things. Yeah, all of
cool.
those things. I don't think they're not seafood only, but that's the one we all go to for that. So yeah, so I just picked her, and up here it tells. I just always look them over before I send it. This is part of my 10 today, is why it's not on there. Make sure it's to her. Yep. And that's it. And that is card number 9 today. So that is awesome. Quick and easy. Quick and easy. So very good, very good. Oh, what happened? I can't see the chat. There we go. Okay. Awesome. But yeah, I make sure I do. You know what's been hard is when I go to Yonkers to do the 10 a day. I've tried doing it on my phone. I got some of them done, but it's harder to do on the phone. So then I tried lugging my laptop down. That was a no-go. I didn't ever get it out, or it's just too much. He doesn't have a desk, and it's just too much work. So this weekend I'm going to see if I can manage to get the 10, my everyday 10 on the phone, and I'm just going to bring my list with me to see if I can't work my list because I've got
I don't even take my
7.
computer when I go on now. I take an iPad. I've done a card on my iPad before. That's not too bad.
Well, to me, the iPad is just a giant phone, so I'm not going to bother, you know what I mean? Because it is kind of a giant phone, right?
Yeah, but I take it anyway because I play Candy Crush at nighttime on it.
Oh, no, I mean, I don't think that would solve my problem. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh,
'cause
yeah, yeah.
I no
Okay.
longer have those iPads that we won from Avon way back then. They were iPad Airs, I think, and I had my mother's too. I found out a bunch of that stuff once you wait quite a while, it gets so out of date you can't use them. I ended up chucking them. I
Actually,
thought they were
Ron has my old one that I got from Avon last, but he just does crosswords on them, looks at Facebook, doesn't do anything current. He uses his phone and his laptop for that.
Yeah, they won't do like you can't even watch YouTube on the old ones. It won't
Oh,
it doesn't have enough bandwidth or whatever you want to say. It doesn't have enough memory to do any of this stuff. So
that's
I
definitely an old one. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I didn't think about that when I saved them. I used them a ton when we first got them, so they didn't owe
Mm.
me anything, that's for sure. But that's what I'm going to do. I think that's one of the hard things is not just with the card sending, but business in general, is making yourself be consistent. So when I'm finding something like the 10, when I'm here, the 10 cards a day, I can be consistent every single day when I'm home. That I've mastered. Now I have to I have to find a way that this is going to be easily mastered when I'm not here, when I'm
Yeah.
somewhere else for the 10. I can do it sometimes if I go to a hotel or something, but just being at a friend's house or being at his house, it just has been harder than because I don't take time to do it, you know?
Does he have internet and all that?
Yeah, he's got internet.
Oh, okay. Well, with your
Yeah.
phone, I guess it doesn't matter, but yeah.
Right, I would have it either way. The phone is a little bit harder to get motivated to do it, I think, because you can look through where the cards are because I'm using the same cards, if you remember, um, is when you first pull up the menu, the card menu on the Sending Cards app. It's under My Cards, so they're there. But as far as I know, you can't. I get. I don't know if you can make cards favorites that are in the My Cards section. I wonder how you do. Maybe we should try doing that. Maybe I could make them favorites and they'd show up on the app. Because right now, the only card I have in favorites is a stock card. Custom
Oh,
cards are on here, but my favorites, it just has that one stock card. So I don't know if you can make your own cards favorites. That's a good, let's try that because that would solve my problem.
yeah.
Because when you have to look under my cards, it's all the cards you've ever sent in there. And so it shows like every day I send 10 of the same card. I mean 10 different cards, but I send those 10 every or 7 every day. Those are all in there 7 times for each day that I've sent them. So let's see if we can, okay, so it would be on the front page here are the cards I send all the time. And this is one of them. So let me see how did we do this so that you could make them a favorite? Well, see, that didn't do it. It's not here. The stock cards you can for sure.
Go back and let me see something.
Because see, this
Okay.
is under my favorites and it's a stock card.
Yeah, hover over that towards the top. Does it have a heart on the top?
This
On
one,
your custom card, does it have a heart on it
no.
somewhere? No.
And if you click on it, it goes to the card.
Right.
So
It
I
probably
don't know.
doesn't because there's your custom cards are supposed to be heartfelt, so
Oh,
they
wait a
want
minute.
you creating new ones.
When I
Oh, wait.
just did that, all the hearts came up.
What did
I
you do to
just
make the heart come up?
I went to see all and the
Oh,
heart came up. So let me see if that will work. So I'll click the heart. Oh, I hope that did. Let me click the hearts of the ones I send all the time. See if they all suddenly show in that other section. That would be freaking awesome.
yeah.
The ones I do all the time.
That would make it a lot easier.
Yeah. Oh, not yet, but maybe.
click under see all, under your
Huh.
favorites.
Okay,
Over to the right there. Isn't there a see all for that?
I just did.
Oh,
Hmm.
That didn't do it. Let's see.
no. Okay. Hmm.
Maybe I didn't click save when so how we did the see all for these custom cards. And then, oh, see, the hearts came up when I did the see all. But let me see. When I click on it, nothing else happens.
Hmm.
So I wonder if you have to get out and get in again. Let me try that. Okay. Okay. Which sounds weird, but that's says
Also that it refreshes.
worked for me before. Or it could be on the phone if I refresh. I'll try that. Okay. Yay, yay, yay. No, not yet. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if that's something you know what, I should call customer service and ask them because they're pretty good about telling you stuff. So so it did show them if you do see all, it shows the hearts. Maybe you have to click the check and then add it. Let me see. So this is one I send all the time. This is one I send all the time. Oh, you only can do one at a time. Okay.
If you do the checks in the circles, it comes up to delete it. The
Oh,
circles
Right. The
are to
check is a
delete.
delete, right? No, that didn't do it. Okay. No, I didn't know if maybe we
Huh.
did both at the same time.
Hmm.
I don't know. I
That
gotta
would be a
phone
way
a
to do
friend. I gotta phone a friend and I'll report back.
it.
As far as, yeah, that would solve the problem though. Let me see if by any wild chance it shows up on the phone, the app on the phone under favorites, my cards, favorites. And I refresh. No, that didn't do it. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to report back. I will report back on that, but that would solve it and that would make it easier, definitely easier to get it done because I think that's the trick with not just this, but everything, right? Is to keep tweaking what you're doing until it's so easy that you definitely do it every time because it's just so easy to do. So when I'm here and I have my laptop, it's easy to send my 10 cards a day. It's easy to do. So I do it. So I've just got to figure out the way to make it easier on the phone. So, the other thing is for a while there, they weren't using the Send Card app. They were saying use your browser on your phone or your iPad and do it like a regular website and send it. Maybe I should try it in Safari and see if the regular site would make it
Can't
easy.
hurt.
Yeah, that can't hurt. But anyway, that's the upshot of that. So, oh, I got to remember to bring too is when I go to the liquor store. I don't know if you know this about New Hampshire, Robin, but everybody comes up here to buy liquor because it's cheaper. The state runs the liquor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's cheaper. But it's funny because there's only actually liquor stores on the border because they don't want us drinking. They don't want us drinking the liquor. They want tourists drinking the liquor. So on all the
You
border.
can't buy it in the state?
Oh no, you can, but the liquor store, like the only one I know near me, I'm sure there's others, but they're little teeny ones, like a tiny convenience store, where the ones on the border for the tourists are like Costco. Yeah, they're like the giant alcohol
Oh,
depository
they're
of
big,
all
yeah.
time where they have everything. Where the
Here,
ones that are,
alcohol is sold in our grocery store.
yeah, not here. You can buy
Yeah.
wine wine you can buy and beer, but anything that's alcohol, I call, the hard
That's the
stuff.
same in New York too. Yeah.
So you have to, yeah, you have to go to the liquor store. But the liquor store guy, I go there because Ty drinks. I was bringing him liquor, and the guy says to me, he saw my van, and he said he wanted some skin so soft. He said, I've been waiting for you to come back in because I wanted some skin so soft. I said, no problem, I've got some. So I got to remember to bring some with me today. But yeah, I should probably send him a thank you note because he's been really good about waiting on me. When I come in, he always says something to me. That's so funny. So yeah, sometimes I buy cigarettes and alcohol because it's cheaper here than in New York State. They have a lot of taxes and stuff. But it's funny, so I usually buy the cigarettes at Shell, and I've never smoked my whole life. Thank goodness I didn't start because it's evidently very addicting. And but when I go there now, I asked for the wrong ones one time, which is hilarious because why would I do that? Uh, I was a cashier at a convenience store before, so I asked for Marlboros, which is the number one they sell, but I've never smoked either one. But Ty smokes Newport 100. So when I went up and asked for Marlboros, the guy says, "You usually ask for Newport 100s," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's right." So I'm thinking, and then one other lady at the Shell station said, smoking's not good for you." And I said, "Well, I'm not the one smoking them, so it works out." I don't know why she thought that was a good idea to tell me. When you're the one selling them, you don't usually point stuff like that out, really.
Yeah, that's
My,
funny.
my brother rolls his own now. He has been for a few years now.
Oh, cigarettes?
Yeah. They've
I
gotten so
didn't.
expensive.
Yeah.
I remember with my ex-husband when we were first married at the commissary because he was in the military, $4 for a carton of cigarettes.
Oh, aren't they almost
Yeah,
like 8 or 9 or $10 now or something? They're a lot for a pack. They're a lot of
yeah,
money.
Well,
Yeah.
I remember when I lived in New York, cigarettes and beer were the first things that they always taxed when they wanted to
Right.
raise tax.
Sin taxes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Those were the
that's
first
true.
things they ever raised. And I remember at one point, I think a pack was like $10 and something. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah. That's why I'm glad I never decided that was a
yeah.
good thing.
I don't
Right.
smoke myself, but my
Yeah.
ex-husband did at first till he quit cold turkey.
Whoa.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
stationed.
Wow.
He got stationed at a lighthouse up in Maine. We were there for a year. They're out maybe a month at a time. They come back for a week, and he didn't take any cigarettes with him, so he quit.
Oh, wow. I wouldn't have
I'm
wanted been
glad
there
I
with the
wasn't out
people.
there.
My Aunt Nancy, my mother's sister Nancy, it's her younger sister, but um she actually had a stroke. Now it had to be 10 years ago, probably because she smoked since she was 8 or something. She smoked her entire life, chain smoking. And she had a stroke bad enough that the last 10 years she doesn't communicate. She's still in there. You can tell her brain's good, but she can't say much. She can swear still. That's about it. She's one of these old gals that's hilarious. She does say son of a bitch in a really in a really gravelly voice, right? She can't say much else though. But can you imagine she's still smoking? I think that would have scared me straight. I'd be like, I never want to touch a cigarette again. I don't know. When I was younger and had my wisdom teeth out, they gave me lasagna at the hospital and it made me sick. I didn't eat lasagna for a good 10 years after
Mhm.
that. So the fact
Yeah.
that she can't talk over that, or maybe she doesn't think it's because of that, that could be. But I would have never touched another one after that if I couldn't talk. But oh, yeah, but at first they thought she didn't have her mind intact. But when I saw her, the nurse said to me, I was feeding her with a spoon, and I thought, oh, how'd that go for you? Because she's not, oh, she wouldn't go for that. And she said when I went to put it in her mouth, she clenched it with her teeth and grabbed it. And I said, oh yeah, she's still in there. That's her right there. That is her all day long. So right. And she's still alive now. She actually outlived my mother. But yeah, I think I'd have gave that up over that. But anyway,
Yeah.
that was the story you didn't need to hear, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I wish my daughter would quit smoking.
it's got to be really hard though.
My
It's gotta
oldest smokes too.
Well, I mean, she
be hard.
quit when she was pregnant for both of the boys, so
Oh,
she didn't
I don't
smoke the
like
whole
to
time she
even
was
say
pregnant.
anymore. That's why I don't say anything to Ty about it. He does, if he's gonna, he's gonna. If he's not, he's not. I mean, then nothing somebody else says is really gonna, I don't
Ex
think.
Yeah, that's why I
Because
don't
I
say
certainly
anything.
had many, 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 many people tell me how fat I was. Not that I'm not fat now, but I'm less fat than I was. And nothing anyone else said made me want to lose it. Nothing.
Yeah,
If anything, it made me
Yeah,
not want to because it annoyed me.
right.
So, yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So, matter of fact, somebody's been critiquing, if you can believe this, my breakfast selections. I used to eat donuts so much crap, and I'm actually not doing too bad. I'm eating, but I'm not posting it trying to be the icon of health or anything. I was just doing it because it's not religion, it's not politics, it's
Right.
breakfast. So, but I've had multiple people message me and tell me I could be doing better with the amount of protein and all this stuff, and I'm thinking, you have no
Oh,
idea what I was eating
Yeah.
before.
Do you
Right.
know, I had one of my doctors when I first moved here, I went to him for my thyroid. And when I met him, first thing I said to him is, do not talk to me about my weight. I know I'm fat. Don't talk to me about my weight. Get my thyroid under control, and then we'll talk about my weight. So probably 6 or 8 months later, um, he brought up my weight.
You
I
okay?
looked at him, I said, what did I tell you? We do
Careful,
not talk about
careful,
my weight until we get my
careful.
thyroid under control. I got up and I walked out of his office, and he's chasing me down the hallway. Where are you going? We're not done. I'm like, I warned you. You bring up my weight, I'm leaving because the weight is not my issue at this point. You need to get my thyroid under control. And I never went back to his office.
Tell
And
me he's skinny. Tell me that doctor is skinny.
no, he's a little on the chunky side.
Because that irritates me worse when someone there's like, she's fat. Like I had a
You
fat
okay?
doctor. She's looking
You
at me and
okay?
she's
You
saying,
okay?
you gotta lose some weight. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll follow your lead. Go right ahead.
Yeah, but and all the doctors that I have found since, my two doctors that I have now, they're really great. Not one of them has brought up my weight. Neither one of them.
I
Because
think they've learned that that doesn't work. Just harping on it doesn't
uh,
work that well.
because like you, I know I am. I remember when I was in Tucson, I was student teaching and I was working at a special needs school. And this one little boy, he had behavior
Stop, Abby.
problems. And he looked at me, he was mad at me about something, and he goes, "You're so fat, you look like Santa Claus."
You know what I think I've got to do though?
and
I
what'd
gotta
you say
turn
back
that
to him?
I said, "I know I am. Thank you."
Oh, okay.
I've got to turn that around in my head. That this one irritate me a little bit, and I know her really well too about my protein selection in my breakfast or whatever. I think instead of aggravating me, I'm not going to let it do that. I'm going to send her a thank you card for being helpful, and that'll solve it for me, and I can move on with my head over that. So
Mhm.
that's what I'm going to do is be grateful that she was nice enough to send me some suggestions, and then just forget it.
Uh,
Because that helps me usually if I try to be grateful for something instead of let it aggravate me. Because
oh,
she meant it in a good way. It's just not received in a good way by
right.
me.
Yeah, I
So
mean, like the last 3 days, I've drank 64 ounces of water each day, and I'm not a water drinker. So for me to drink that's a lot. And I mentioned it to somebody, and they're like, "That's all you're drinking?" For me, that's a lot of water. So yes, that's all I'm drinking. Because they claim you're supposed to drink half of your body weight. Well, if I drank half
oh
of my
God.
body weight, I would never leave the bathroom,
Right.
ever leave the bathroom.
Wow. Wow. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I don't drink anywhere near that half my body weight.
Yeah, that's what they say, half your body weight. And I'm like, yeah, not gonna happen.
Well, I am ready to go to, yeah, I've got to do first thing I'm going down is Staples to get some more binders for the play. And I got a whole bunch of stuff that I got to do. So I will get going, and I will put this replay up on YouTube. So if anybody wants to watch it, if you do have some questions or you get stuck, the only thing I definitely can't help you with is the comp plan. So don't ask me comp plan questions. You'll have to either figure that out yourself or call customer service. I have had people ask me, I don't know my core company's comp plan. I can't figure that out. I just know that if I wait on enough customers and they buy enough from me and I have a team, I make money usually. So that's what I know. And that's what I knew all along with the other company too. So and that's what I do. But as far as making cards, I've made thousands and thousands, 80,000 cards. I can help you with that. So if you
Lisa,
have,
I had a couple things if I could real quick. I
please,
know you're
go
almost
right
out
ahead.
of time.
Go ahead.
One, is anybody else, or maybe you guys have already talked about this, um, on your notifications when you're in online, when you go to click like X to remove them, it like doesn't remove them, and then I have to like refresh my thing. Is there like an issue with that right now?
You know that one, Robin?
No, I gotta go.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Okay. No, that's right.
Okay.
I don't use that feature, Joanne,
Oh,
so I
okay.
don't know. Maybe call customer service and ask them.
Okay.
Oh, I know that they're having trouble with that brand new dashboard in the back because
Oh, okay.
it often doesn't even come up on mine. It sends me to the catalog page with
Mm-hmm.
an error message. So it could be the new dashboard and they're working out the bugs because
Okay.
it's only been like a week and something. But I don't use mine that way. What I do is I send the birthdays for the month to Excel, and then I
Uh,
print the pages off and work with the pages because
okay.
I have too many to do that. I have hundreds, so I don't
Okay.
just do them with a little X on the page. I don't do that. So I'm sorry,
And
but
that's okay. It might be but I do like that dashboard because it lets you know. And the other thing that I've been doing lately, because obviously with this new little one on my daughter's, my time is just limited. If I have extra time because I've got my stuff done and I'm in there, what I've been doing, if I'm at my 10 limit, I'll go in and still make cards. But then
oh,
when
and
it
save them
wants
as
to
draft.
charge me, and then it goes into my draft,
Nice.
and then the next day I can just go
And
in
just
and
send
click,
them.
click, 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 click if I don't have a lot of time. So I don't know, maybe that'll help somebody else, but
That's a
I've been
great
doing
idea too.
that to
Yeah,
try to stay
yeah, that's a
consistent
good
with my
idea too.
10.
I wonder if that would solve my problem too with the not doing my cards when I'm away from home. If I put those 7 that I always do every day as drafts,
Right.
yeah, and
Awesome.
then just send them the next day. Then
Yeah,
I'm
just
only
start at
spending
the
a couple
bottom
minutes.
of your drafts because those are the ones that you are the oldest. And so I just
Well,
scroll down to the end.
I clear my drafts usually
Oh,
because
okay.
it saves ones into drafts that I didn't mean to have that happen sometimes.
Oh,
Like if I
okay.
start a card and then decided I didn't want to send that card, it still saves the draft. So that's
Okay.
why I clear mine once in a while. Oh, the baby's so cute. You know, I used to wonder
Yes.
why people made a big deal about babies, but you don't end up seeing that many in your whole life. You don't see babies that much. I
No.
didn't realize that till I thought about it real good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a cute baby.
He
Well,
is.
so did you have something else or?
Nope, that was it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. And sorry, I don't know about the X thing on the thing, but maybe
Yeah,
call
noodle
as
on.
customer service. Thank you, Maureen, for your help too today. I appreciate it. And thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. And pop in and see me and Jeff tonight. We're back on for some shenanigans. And I'll
Sounds
talk
good.
to you later. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.